a stray fisherman, who suddenly came upon the bleaching bones and grinning skulls of those unfortunate sailors. The island was a menace to coasters and bore an uncanny reputation. It was said to be haunted. During a night storm, a tall man had been seen, by a flash of lightning, standing on a cliff. Strange sounds, like the cries of dying men, had been heard. When the waves were high, a noise like that made by a bellowing bull was noticed. The ocean and its storms play queer pranks at times, especially at night. White bursts of foam leaping over black rocks assume ghostly shape. Dark and grotesque figures appear crawling into or out of fissures, or hiding behind rocks. Hideous and devilish, snarling and snapping sounds issue from caverns. In darkness, an uninhabited coast becomes peopled with demons who sport and scream and leap in hellish glee. Such a spot was Pocket Island. Nature also played another prank here, and as if to furnish a lair for some sea monster, she hollowed a cavern in the island, with an entrance below tidewater and at the head of this harbor. Inside and above tide level it broadened into a small room. As if to still further isolate the island, all about it were countless rocks and ledges bare only at low tide, and, like a serried cordon of black fangs, ready to bite and destroy any vessel that approached. It is probable that the Indians who formerly inhabited the Maine coast had explored this island and discovered the cave. An Indian is always looking for such things. It is his nature. It may be this wandering and half-civilized remnant of a nearly extinct tribe whom the Jew had compacted with knew of this sea cavern and piloted his sloop into the safe shelter of the Pocket. And it was a secure shelter. No one came here. No one was likely to. Its uncanny reputation, added to the almost impassable barricade of rocks and ledges all about, made it what Captain Wolfe needed, a veritable burrow for a sea fox. Here he brought his cargo of contraband spirits and stored them in the cave. Here he repacked kegs of rum inside of empty mackerel kits, storing them aboard the sloop with genuine ones. By this ruse he almost obliterated the chance of detection. Like a sly fox, he was always on guard. Even when the sloop was safe at anchor, he worked only in the cave. When all was ready, he and his swarthy partner would wait till low tide, then load the dozen or more rum-charged kits, and set sail for the coast. In these ventures, Wolfe realized what his race have always wanted: the Jew's 1%. In this island cave, nature had placed a curiosity, known as a rocking stone. It was a boulder of many tons weight near the wall of the room, and so poised that a push of the hand at one particular point would move it easily. When so moved, a little niche in the rock wall back of it was exposed. Wolfe had discovered this one day while alone in the cave, and utilized it as a hiding place for his money. Here he would come alone, and, taking out the increasing bags of coin, empty them on a flat stone, and by the light of a lamp count their contents again and again. Those shining coins were his god and all his religion, and in this damp and dark sea cavern, and by the dim light of a lamp, he came to worship. The Indian could neither read nor write, add nor subtract, and while he knew the value of coins, he was unable to compute them. Wolfe knew this, and unprincipled as he was, he not only defied all law in smuggling, but he had from the first defied all justice, and cheated his partner in the division of profit. As the Indian was never present when either buying or selling took place, and had no knowledge of arithmetic, this was an easy matter. Wolfe gave him a little money, of course,